Hi guys, how are you? Welcome to today's video. This is actually the second time I'm recording this. This is the intro for these watercolors. The day I recorded this, they had just arrived in the mail, so fortunately I lost the footage, so here is second try. These are by a Chinese brand, I believe. They are called SUPERVISION, and this brand has tons of different watercolors. This is like a layered different pigments sort of deal, so it has all of these pigments. I have already recorded and edited most of the videos, so I have my opinions, but to know them you have to watch the full video. And so I was the one that reached out to them. You know me, if I see something that interests me, I will go for it. And the one that actually caught my attention were the mica watercolors. They have some beautiful mica, very sparkly watercolors, but they sent me this one. So I reached out for them and I asked if they wanted to collab. They sent me this set. Something a bit odd about this brand, I don't really know where you can purchase their items. They have a website where they list some of the items and some are quite interesting. I would like to try other things from them, but I don't really know where you can buy them. So this brand is kind of a mystery for me. I did ask on a DM where you can buy their stuff. They haven't replied me yet. This is just showing you a very interesting product. Obviously, they are not sponsoring me. They are not paying me to do anything. They just sent me this. This took like 3 months to get to me. So this brand is definitely a bit of a mystery, but they are very interesting indeed. They have some very cool things. So I'm quite excited to share them with you. These are all the watercolors that I have to share with you. If you're already kind of interested in this video, please leave a like and consider subscribing. And you can always check out my rest of the videos. I have quite a few of them by now. With that out of the way, let's get started. Okay, swatching time. I am incredibly curious to see how these paints look, so let's get started. I have here my trusty good old sketchbooks, lots of swatches and not a lot of drawings. So I think we're going to do that again because I don't know, I like the paper and I don't really use it that much anymore, so I'd like to at least give it this bit of chance to shine. Okay, so let's start. The box kinda it tends not to really want to come out. So we have 15 paints to try out. I don't think I'll be doing artwork with it this video. I think I just mostly want to see how they behave and then figure out a plan. I just think this could be an interesting look to them because I don't know, they look really, really interesting. I have 2 water jars right here. I can keep my washes clean. Brushes, I think this is quite clean. I'll go changing once in a while. Do you want to write down the name of the paint? So let's see. I'm just going to start with this one over here. So the first one is Red Navy. It's done with PR3 and PB36. Transparency is half transparency, and light fastness, it says it's a 5 series. I really do want to do a video where I just try out the light fastness of all my supplies because it's just something I really want to see how it goes. Let me see if I can open this. Okay. Ooh, it's like, I don't know how to describe this. It's like a blue. I mean, I guess it's a navy. It should separate to red, I think. Ooh, little droplet here. Ooh, it wants to be a lot more. Oof, okay, the tubes are really, really full, so this is going to be a big swatch, I think. All right, so let's just see how that goes. I have the paint here, so might as well use it, I guess. This is thick. I'm just gonna make it huge. It's gonna be a full line. It's fine. Oh, you can already see the red. Oh, wow. This is gonna be so many pages of swatches. Ooh, but it's quite interesting. Do the little droplets thing, but yeah, it's really a mixture of both. It's really, really interesting. I wouldn't say I absolutely love this combination, but it kind of looks like what is on the tube, so that is also really, really nice. That it actually really matches, so I don't feel fooled. Next up, we have purple brown. I might like this one. So this one is done with PV23 Jasper. I don't know if that's a pigment. If you know, let me know. Half transparency and light fastness is a series 4. Let's see how that goes. Oh, I do want to write down the name of them before I forgot, which was, what was it? Red Navy on this one. Red Navy. Okay, now that it's drying, it's becoming more red, which is pretty cool. Okay, smaller droplet this time. That was a lot. Ooh, straight up bat, I like it just because it's a purple. Curious to see where the brown comes in. If ever. Oh, I guess I can kind of see it, yes. There are some parts where it wants to have a little brownish hue. You can see there are some bits. I don't know how these paints would, handle in a proper painting. I'm not sure. And by the looks of it, I think I'll probably finish the sketchbook with these swatches because it's quite a lot. I don't mind. It's not like I use this sketchbook that much, and I can easily do another one. So next we have blue brown. This guy here. Again with the PB17 and then Jasper, series 4, half transparency. I don't know if that means that the Jasper is what makes the brown, because it's what has in common with the purple. We'll see. It's pretty brown straight from the tube. It looks very brown. Ooh, then it looks green. Okay, then it goes blue. Okay. I definitely did not put enough of this one. They have a very distinct smell. Like it smells of something. I don't know what, but they do smell of something. Okay, so yeah, this one is like mostly brown. And then when you water it down, it's kind of blue. But it has a very grainy texture. At least it looks like it. It's quite odd. It's not my favorite so far. I'm gonna give it a chance, do some little droplets, see how it fares, but not my favorite. Blue-brown, I think it was. Alright, so next up we have blue-orange. This could be promising. So this one is PB36 and PO13. Transparency and transparency is like half. So far these are all like half transparent. Then light fastness series 5. So far they do claim to be like relatively good, at least in their books, I think. Let's see how that looks. Yeah, that looks super green. These are very confusing in that way. What? This is green. How is this blue-orange? This is straight up green. Do I have like a tube that's mixed, or am I not diluting it well? 'Cause this is straight up green. What's happening? I mean, if I do that, that's kind of blue, but what's happening? This is so weird. Like it was green, now it's kind of blue and it has the orange. Okay, moving on, I guess. So it was blue-orange. I guess it wants to be. This is very confusing. Okay, next up we have blue-violet. Maybe this one might be nice. This one is PB36, PV23, and PR122, half transparency, and again light fastness series 5. It's having the blue and the orange, but it's green. It's so weird. This one is very blue, straight from the tube. If you have a palette with these, this would be so confusing, because you would never know what you're using unless you like title them. You would never know. Okay, this was supposed to be blue violet. So, oh, okay, we have the violet coming through. It takes a while, which is not what I was expecting. I don't know what I was expecting, but it's surprising me. These sound like actual nightmare to mix with, and I don't think, yeah, I don't think you would create mixtures with these. They do flow very nicely. They just really want to go where there's water. So they have some very nice flow and texture. These are fun, very fun, but I imagine that making an entire painting with these would look absolutely crazy, because it would be just textures and crazy colors all over the place. Now we have green violet, which it seems quite similar to blue violet on the package. And it's done with PG7 and PV15. Half transparency and light fastness is... Oh, it's 5 as well. Wait, was I reading it wrong? Yeah, so far everything is 5 stars. But they do have Series 5 and Series 4, which I think it's like in terms of the pigments. So we'll see. Yeah, so that's how these are looking. These are also doing some interesting things. One that messed me up a lot was this one. This was just straight up green. Let's go for green violet. I'm thinking this would be like a turquoise. Ooh, that's very purple. Like straight out of the tube. Very purple, and it has a lot of spillage. Oh, so much paint. It's gonna be a huge swatch. Okay, let's go. It's very dark blue. So far, no green, I think. Do have a lot of paint, and it seems like it works best watered down, and that was quite a lot of paint. So let me try and see if the green comes through, which so far nothing. But it is a very pretty, like, deep color. It was green, right? Yeah, green violet. Oh, something's happening. Do you see over here? Look at that green. Something is happening. I'm just going to wait for all of this to dry so I can move on to the next page. And we are over here, so I have all of this left. We'll see how it's looking. Oh, it's overflowing. No, stop. This for like textural backgrounds will be very nice. Yeah, I'm going to let it dry and check back soon for the next pages. Everything is dry by now, and I was right. The blue brown has a really, really gritty texture. If you can hear that, it's not the nicest texture ever. Everything else is relatively smooth. The purple brown is also quite textury. I think it's the pigments that have the brown just get very gritty. It's not a nice feeling. You know, nails on chalkboard? Same thing. The blue orange is actually looking like blue orange, and then the blue violet and the violet green, they are looking very nice. I do love what's happening here in the blue violet. Let me write down green violet here before I forget, because I am quite curious to see everything else. So next up we have red violet. This promises, at least in the package, it looks very, very cool. And this is done with PR3, PV15 and PY3, half transparency, and this is the first one with 4 stars in light fastness. So let's see how that goes. It looks brown, I think, on the inside. I think it looks brown. Let's see. Ooh, wow. Wow, it already has the yellow there. What? Ooh, I think I'm gonna like this one. It's so weird that the yellow is so vibrant. What? I like this one. It's not an odd color. It has a lot of yellow, which I wasn't really expecting, since it wasn't really on the name, but it has a lot of yellow. Oh, I kind of like this. It's very moody. I'm digging it. I'm digging it. think I'm gonna like this one. Let me put here red violet. Next, we have something that looks very green. Spring Bud. Ooh. I'm not sure about this one. PB36 and PY1. Half transparency, and another one with 5 stars on light fastness. I'm not sure about this one. Ooh, that's green. It's very green. Oh boy. I don't think I'm gonna like this one. I really don't like that. Let's go. No. I can tell I will not use this one. That is neon. That is too much green than any green has any business being. I am appreciating the yellow undertone thing. It's trying. But that is just bright as green. I'm not even going to pretend to like this one. I'm sorry. Spring Bud, but okay, I kind of don't hate this bit here. It's doing okay-ish, but that is just too much green for any green. Moving on, please, to Rubia Indigo. I do love me an indigo, so this one might actually be quite nice. It's with PB36, PR146, and PV15, again, half-life fastness, and this one's another with 5 stars. I have big hopes for you, don't disappoint me. Please, after that green, I need something. It looks like purple on the inside. Let's see. Please give me something that I like. Rubia Indigo. Rubius Agrid. Okay. Ooh. Okay, we're talking. I appreciate it. Let me water it down. Just look at this green in the middle. Just it looks so out of place. Okay, this one has a lot of tones. I'm enjoying this one, even though it's super moody. I'm enjoying it. I mean, I don't hate this corner. I like the yellow and the blue. And this one seems quite interesting. Next, let's see what we got. Rubia Purple. But this one looks like Rubia Purple, so I have no idea what purple is, if that's indigo. Okay, yeah, so we have the Rubia Purple, which is supposedly like this, which looks a lot like the one we just swatched, the Rubia Indigo. It is from PB36, PR3, PV15, which I think it's the same pigments. Okay, 2 of those. So probably what changes is the indigo in this one. So this one has PR46, this one has PR3. Other than that, they are the same. Light fastness is the 5, and then it's like the same half transparency. It looks very brownish, like that. Okay. Okay, I guess I can see where the purple is going. It's more of a warmish purple. Yeah, this is more like a violet. And it doesn't seem like it has that much color variation, but from what I've been seeing from these paints, it does take a while. Let me add a bit more, actually. Yeah, that's a bit better. I think I'm seeing like some yellows and stuff like that. So we're going for the last row already. The first one we have here is gold brown, which it looks nice. It could create some very nice, interesting colors. This is PY3 and Jasper. So Jasper is the one that is in the browns, I think. I saw it on the blue brown and the purple brown, so the ones with a lot of texture. So I'm thinking this one will have a lot of texture as well. I think I should check out what Jasper is, because it might be something that just is very gritty. This one looks like burnt sienna, kinda. I can kind of already feel like this is going to be gritty. Ooh, but it's pretty. But yeah, it has that gritty texture already. Like, oh, it has a really strong smell. Oof. This one's strong. I think it's the Jasper. There were paints that had strong smell, and I think it's the Jasper. I have no idea what Jasper is. But yeah, it smells kind of like dirt. but weird dirt. So maybe it is the Jasper. I'm not loving the texture nor the smell. I will look up. Jasper just reminds me of Twilight, but I've been broken, I guess, by Twilight. It is a pretty color, but the smell really hits you. And you can really tell the texture while you're applying it with a brush, so it's kind of weird. Okay, so now we have, all left is like purples, I think, which I like. Left we have Westlake. Looks quite pretty. And this has PV23 and PB36. Light fastness is again a 5. So far we only had a light fastness of 4. Everything else was 5, and then half transparency. So I would like to test these claims of like 5 light fastness. Looks like that. That smell is really powerful. It's like it's in my throat. It's really, really weird. So far it looks just like a proper blue. I think it was supposed to be like kind of purple-ish, going from the image, but again, only when you add water to these, it's like where the properties come out more. So we have another page done. This page came out like this. It's a very assortment of colors. These two, the middle, yeah, the ones in the middle are just like the ones that I like the least. This green is okay, it's doing some interesting things, but it's also too bright. It offends me just by existing. And this brown, the color is nice. Ooh, I like what's happening here. This is pretty. I like the color, but it's so gritty and it smells weird. I don't know. I will look up what Jasper is. I hope it's not bad for you because it just smells weird. I think it's probably just like, I don't know. I'll find out. If you do know, do let me know in the comments because I'm a noob when it comes to pigments, so it might just be a very irregular pigment and be known by having a smell and I just don't know about it. But yeah, I'm gonna let this dry and then we have these 3 left. So will be a page and yeah, that will be it. Okay, so I went and actually looked up what Jasper was. It is just normal pigment, but yeah, it seems like it's kind of ceramic-y. And it is a natural pigment, and there's also green Jasper, which is cool to know. But yeah, it seems like it's just a kind of like ceramic-y. It comes from like these rocks, I think. I might be completely wrong. This is apparently Jasper pigment, so I think that's where this pigment comes. Interesting to know. And I want to check, it's all safe, but yeah, it is. It's very gritty to the hands, so I don't particularly like it, just because it is quite gritty. I don't like touching it, but I guess you wouldn't really normally touch it, I guess, but just a personal preference, I don't like touching it. The Westlake part came out pretty simple, not a lot of crazy shifts, but interesting, and I really liked how it went to the gold brown. It looks very, very nice. So we basically have the last piece of paper, because we only have 3 more colors. And I think I kind of want to just, before we end the video, I think I want to try and mix some colors just to see what happens. I imagine they would become extremely muddy, but you never know. So now we have Midnight Moon. Ooh, that name excites me. PG50, PB36, PR122. Again, half left, half transparency, and 5 stars. Let's see how it is inside. Okay, very blue. Let's see how this comes out. Midnight Moon. It's promising. The name is quite promising. At least I like the name. Ooh. Has a very deep blue base. Again, water it down. So you can kind of see what wants to happen. Lots of purple underneath. I like that. And just wee. Oh, that's pretty. Quite pretty. Wee, look at it go. I'm 5. Second to last, we have Lotus Leaf. Ooh, it's probably like the blue and the green. And it is done with PG7, PB29, half transparency, and again 5 stars light fastness, and series 2. We only have series 2, 4, and 5. Not sure if we got more. It's like this. I think it's kinda green. Ooh, this is pretty. I like that. Let's see. Okay, it's green, but I don't mind this green that much. At least comparing to the other one. The other one offended me to my core. That happens if I put water on you. What color we show through? I think it's blue. Ooh, that's pretty. It's very pretty. And finally, but not least, let's see what we got. Oh my god, Devil's Kiss. Ooh. I mean, that name promises. It's PV19 and Jasper. Oh no, it's gonna be gritty. And light fastness 5, half transparency. Why Jasper? Let me know if you have... Oh wow, this changed fast. Let me know if you ever used Jasper and if it bothers you as much as it seems to be bothering me. I just don't like my paint to feel gritty. It's not something I aspire to. But I like the name. Oh, it's pretty. It's quite pretty. Oh, I can already feel the grit. I can just I feel it. And I think you can hear it. Yeah, it smells like, yeah, rocks. I guess that's not quite dirt, but rocks. And I guess it makes sense. It's just so strong. Maybe I'm just not used to it, but it's weird because I get the taste of it in my mouth. But the color is very pretty. It's just the taste of dirt in my mouth when I wasn't expecting it catches me off guard every single time. All of these are very, very nice though. I like what's happening here. That is also very nice. I'm excited to see this page dry. And I do want to see, before we go, like I mentioned, I might do some mixtures in these final sheets just to see how colors mix, if they do at all, just because I'm curious. I have here a little palette. Don't mind the little pieces of ink that are still here. And this is a very messy palette because it broke and I tried to fix it. Obviously not very well. Okay, so I just want to see how they behave when you mix them. I don't have a lot of hope because, I mean, they already have so many pigments, but I'm curious, so why not? Let's use this green, why not? It's at least different enough of the other colors to, it might have a nice impact. I mean, let's try the golden brown, why not? Because they are very different, because the other paints, most of them are just like brown-ish in some way. So I just want to see what happens when you mix these two and if it has any effect. Okay, so the green ate up that color real quick. It's pretty much just green. And now it's just green that stinks. And that's very gritty. Okay, so pretty much the Jasper did nothing to the green. Ooh, I want to try this. I can actually, I think I can just mix it on the paper actually. So I'm just gonna do some dots. The red violet, why not? I just want to see what happens. And it becomes very muddy, as I suspected. Swampy color. It's kind of what I thought would happen. But let's see if the water does anything, because it has been the saving grace of this paint. It's like when you water them down. Okay, yeah, so the orange is coming through. So why not the red navy? Red navy. Lotus Leaf, why not? Just want to see what happens. So grabbing a dollop here and another dollop. It darkens it a little bit. Okay, let me water it down quite a lot. Otherwise it's just a mess. I think I need to go way down for it to be anything. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if I'm doing something smart here or just really pointless. Okay, yeah, they were kind of similar to begin with. I was just wanting to see if any of the red came through, and I think it is. But again, it's so subtle. I would like to try another combination like here in this corner. What can we try that I didn't really try? Let's try red violet. Or was that one the one I tried now? I don't know. We'll see. Maybe, maybe not. We'll never know. I mean, I could know if I check the footage. Yeah, let's go for Midnight Moon. Why not? I liked it, so they don't have to go well. Okay. Let me do a little swipe thingy here. Interesting, I guess. Yeah, they don't seem to change a lot. I think one ends up canceling the other one. In this case, I think the red violet is the ones that's showing through, but the Midnight Moon is giving it a little bit more punch. We can do another one. Which one? Okay, let's give another shot to the gold brown with... Ugh, I really don't like the smell. Ugh. It reminds me of clay classes, I think. I think that's it. Let's try the blue orange again, I guess. Might help it be more orange. A big dollop of both and mixing them. Yeah, the gold brown was completely engulfed in that. Let me take a bit more. Just makes it gritty. I'm gonna swipe it left, right? To the right here. I mean, I don't know. Honestly, don't know what to think about the Jasper things. I don't like the smell. That's my final review. I don't like the smell. Which I guess it's not, I mean, it is an impactful aspect when you're using it to paint, because you're like painting with something you don't particularly enjoy the smell, so it's gonna be like yuck. But I do enjoy the color of the gold brown, and the blue orange just baffles me because it's kind of like this, but then it's just green. It really messes with my head. I guess it makes sense because it is blue and kind of yellowish, and that's going to separate. But so in the full pigment pan, it's just going to be green, but it's really, really weird. Okay, I think I'm going to stop the video for now. I'll do some clips after this is all dry, but for now, I'm going to stop. This was just a kind of very chill time. Not sure what to think about them, so do let me know what you think about them in the comments. They could look very, very cool in a painting, but definitely only a paint or two, because making a painting with all of these, I think would be just so messy. But could be fun to just go free. Who knows? Do let me know any suggestions you want me to do with these, because these are different. Definitely different from what I'm used to using. Thank you so much for Supervision to sending me these to play with. I don't even quite know where you can buy these. I just thought this was a very cool product, and I did want to try it out, and at least try it out with you guys. I have a different supply that I just wanted to play with for a little bit, and I definitely want to play with it more to try and get to know it and just see what more applications it can have. Thank you so much for watching and for being here. As always, leave a like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Let me know, what do you think of this? Have you known the pigment Jasper? Have you used it? Does the smell bother you, or am I just the only one that's being overly dramatic about it? I'm feeling like a drama queen, and I don't usually feel like that, but it's really messing with me. It's like I have my tongue coated in dirt. It's really weird. So yeah, I'm going to drink a very large glass of water, wash my hands really well, and just, yeah. Thanks so much again, guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!